season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Stanford's offense will take the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Cardinal! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
From the gun on third down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end.
That was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Tigers need to pick it up on 4th down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The give to the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At midfield, he's got room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find some...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athletic athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Makes the grab past the marker. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Stanford! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to commute.
It's a running room. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off-play action on first down. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Cardinal. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off-play action. Makes the catch. It's Rogers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Green. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Green. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Caught close to the marker. It's 4th. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's 4th. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's 4th. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes a connection. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to get it in. half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you've got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Touchdown, Tiger. They take the lead with the 6.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game. And it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Running into the open space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why don't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Scrambling away. Lets it fly. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You've got great field position here. You've got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got a man. It's Rodgers. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Clemson will send the punt team out. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making...
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Touchdown, Cardinal! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35, Clemson, 24.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Complete to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Got it behind the line. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Finds the tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Off the play fake. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Looking for room. It's Ford. Nice move to pick up yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ford. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. Great move, now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big